This video will destroy left once and for all. They must concede to the battle, they must lose, and I will give them a honorable defeat. How do you define the left? What is the ultimate criteria in determining if someone is on the left or the right? Well, I'll just repeat my words that I've said in another video. On one side we have hardworking people, on the other side we have cheaters. Don't condemn cheaters for being cheaters, however. They get stuff in the greatest shortcut they can find. Whether that shortcut is going to become illegal or not, that is up to hardworking people to decide of how to put the barriers and barricade people from looting and rioting, basically. Uncontrollably, because that's what cheaters do, my friends. This is leftism. This is just what's ingrained in their brains. They can't possibly do hard work. Hard work is incomprehensible to these people. And then there's the smart people who consider both sides. But who cares about that shit, or am I right? That's it, that's all you need to start figuring out what are the cheat codes left has been using this whole time. Once we understand this, they lose the game. They have to start all over again from fucking zero. They get cut in half, their power level cut in half, and they can't possibly defeat the hardworking people anymore. Because they took office, and they're gonna hold it for a very long time. We need hard work right now more than ever. Cheating is insane, and it's spread out like a disease, and people are holding on to it so damn much. Might as well just clear up the fog and destroy them all. This is the video exactly for that. Welcome to Domination 11, where seemingly everything goes according to plan. Last episode we expose what cheating is, then I refine it secretly, and here we are. We're gonna dominate politics for once. I encourage every single viewer to take advantage of the dying left. Alright, because they're gonna lose a lot of valuable stuff. They might even look up to you now, like, well, we couldn't cheat you, I guess. Or you are very aware of all the cheat codes we already used, and you're gonna help hardworking people. You're gonna point a finger at all these things and shut it down. Exactly. Exactly. Let's start with the juiciest one of them all. The strategist. The left strategist, boys. He even knows that left is done for. It's X'd out. There's nothing in it. It is the most basic cheat code there is, so it's definitely not gonna stay infiltration because it needs a perfect name. Maybe Zuckerberging can finally be a verb, where you try to infiltrate as a billionaire in the opposition, basically. But eventually, Elon Musk lost his patience and collapsed. I don't like Donald Trump anymore because he not give me money. I only want money. With money, I can just go over here, get money, and it's a cheat code. I get all money, and that's what you cheat for. Like, what else would you cheat for? Exactly, bro. Infiltration in order to rob the other side. That is the Elon Musker way of cheating. All this time, Tesla was a thing that he would provide to the left. He would try to get left good image. He would try to act as a celebrity. But now, it's over. Elon Musk is no more. Elon Musk has been defeated. The final boss is gone. Never to be seen again, potentially. Because it's only downhill from here. When nobody likes Elon Musk, it's a lot easier to expose him, and there's a lot of dirt to be thrown. Rest in pieces, my friend, my South African friends. Let's continue with the easiest one that lefties have created. The cheat code is to move the flag, steal words. Pride has been stolen, my friends. What you are proud of, they gonna fucking scream at you. It's like, you're proud of this rainbow flag. Except they couldn't be proud of this rainbow flag because they had to improve it every now and then. Because they're just, you know, weak people. They don't stand their ground. They want to modify things. What used to be proud of whoever you are, well, it never was that. It was proud to be a sexual fucking monstrosity. Again, it's very obvious for me to see because I never even had a normal conversation with a woman. Like, that's rare. It's very rare. Maybe one time. What are you talking about? Being gay? Isn't that like level 70 sexuality? Why can't I have level 2 of holding hands sexuality? Like, I don't care who I hold hands with. I would prefer opposite gender though, because genders do in fact exist. Well, these motherfuckers are being proud. I don't feel invited to their party. Like, what are they so proud about? If you're proud country, and you plant a flag, then you allow other people to come in, and technically, they do. But it's like, was I ever invited to anything pride-related? No. I just cringe at it. I just don't like it. You know, and that was the end of the story. I don't like it, they don't like me, and it's like, what are you proud about? You're gonna get punched in the face. As a hard-working person, I can tell you guys, my punches will hurt. Nothing to be proud of there, but just so you know. If push comes to shove, what is this garbage? What the fuck is this? You found cool colors, right? But the biggest of them all is a black dick in your mouth. That's what it is. Best cheat code ever is siding with the demons. And then calling it racism, and it's like, okay, dude. Okay. It's very simple. But I'll make it even more simple.
In 2021, a study was conducted in America where people of different races were asked to rank their own race and the race of others, just general liking and how much they liked other races. And the results are as follows. White people, generally speaking, liked all races just about the same, with white people being just slightly favoured over other races. However, black people rank themselves at the very highest.
Apparently, not being racist is a luxury. You are gonna be naturally racist, because even the people who are within their race, black people, they think they're supreme leaders. Why? Because demons. Demons would always think they're supreme. They would never look into the mirror. They would never try and stop themselves. They would never try and improve themselves even. They good as they come. And as long as people allow and open demon portals, enjoy. Enjoy death and destruction. Because that's all you fucking get. But that's racist! Those are real human beings! Well, you do have to sort human beings by how demonic they are. Yes, human beings are human beings, and they hide demons. They can be demonic. Yes, a black person is not 100% demonic, but is a suspect of being demonic. There's a thing called poverty. You might have not noticed that poverty exists in other places in the world besides America. Poverty where over here, there's a lot of wars happening. Poverty over here in Europe, where people are just too fucking weak and they open the borders up. They don't have Donald Trump to shut them down. Poverty in Africa is pretty fucking blatant. Poverty is where the demons come from, not racism, not from races, my friends. But you can now suspect that, oh, I see, this guy is coming from this country and that country. They're coming from poor countries and they want more things for free. They potentially gonna try and cheat the system. Siding with the demons is another cheat code that lefties are using right now. China is poor? Yes, it is poor. Let me ask you something very simple. First of all, China is related to India, and India is obviously poor. But let me ask you, why is there no, like, fat Chinese people? Why is that? Because it's literally the law. You don't have a right to fail in China. Nor succeed. But that's besides the point. You'll figure it out. The deeper you go, the poorer the countries become, and the scarier the demons. If I was to be racist, I might be racist towards people from Brazil, you know, South America. I might be racist against those people. I haven't decided who to be racist against specifically. But it's poverty driven, unfortunately. People who have unfortunate lives, but they still want to be evil, they gonna be like really destructive force because they don't care that much more, and they actually lived in a very high pressure world, so when they go into like a rich environment, they just loot and destroy things. It's natural for them. It looks easy for them until the consequences hit, until a rubber bullet hits your fucking knee. An adventurer is down, baby. Screaming and repetition. There's nothing worse than lefties doing that. This shit becomes a meme pretty much every year. There's some lefties screaming. This is the most basic cheat code there is. It just kind of identifies them very easily. The real question is not whether this is happening, but how do you react? Because every single time you have to react differently. You have different set of tools to react to people screaming at you. I have a neighbor, that screamed at me because I want them to fucking stop making noise. So you just don't let them scream at you. You just shut the door in their face. You let them scream for a little bit, but you realize that, like, yeah, them screaming is like not actually that important, and it makes them look really, really bad. And you just like hold those disappointment emotions, and they will not even try to talk to you anyways. I tell you that much. They will not fucking pursue you. The disappointment will be successfully shared. It's just like, it's a trap. It's the most basic gaslight trap. If you know what gaslight traps are, is when you engage with stupidity. The more you engage with stupidity is the more stupid you actually are, because they laid a trap. They don't actually care whether they're doing stupid things or not, but they do care how people attach to the stupidity that they perform, right? There are support groups for the screamers, and there are people who get sucked into this vortex fighting the screamers. But come up to them, listen to them, and walk away. It's like, this guy doesn't actually speak to me. Just walk away. But do try to walk away, because these people are fucking vicious zombies. The more time you give them, the more they will rip you apart. I tell you that much. Be careful. The left crumbling down is dangerous. Just like anything crumbling down, it can topple on top of you. It can come down on top of you. If you're not careful enough, they will start eating each other. Don't worry about it. It's fun. It's fun to see. Because they gotta have nothing left, you know? That's the cool pun. I love that. They have nothing left. They run out of cheat codes that actually work. So the best thing they can do is the bigger cheaters, the more successful cheaters, they're gonna like destroy the smaller cheaters on the left side. They're gonna keep pushing each other, basically, keep challenging each other. You don't even have to participate in this fucking collapse, but most people still will, screaming racism over and over again. It is again hopes that you're attached to feel bad that you're racist, but you don't like poverty. But then, why don't you like poverty? People come from poverty, they want your stuff. Yeah. And I want them to work very hard for it. For my stuff. Alright? Yes, people have to open up and give opportunities. If you don't give opportunities, I will not defend you. If your job, if your business does not give jobs to people, ran out of jobs to give, I don't know what to say. I understand that right now there's minimum wage and you can't just give 20 billion jobs to everyone. But eventually, minimum wage will be lifted. I hope. Let's go to the global warning. They scream so loud that the entire global world has to be warned about something. I'm not exactly sure what that thing is, because I even like recently learned about Europe is a very like humid place. Europe is pretty humid, and this is why when the temperature rise, it is extremely hot. Not just a little bit hot, but at the same time, it's like, what's going on? And maybe there's a way to like dehumidify your room, and you can survive like more extreme heats. Basically, technology allows us to fight against any climate warming, basically. Or getting cooler. We can fight against that, but people don't talk about climate getting cooler. So that's good. We only have to fight against one thing. The moment we have to start fighting against cow farts, the moment it boils down to cow farts, the moment we attack farmers, is the moment you realize that was a cheat code this whole time. They're just attacking people left and right, uncontrollably, using some kind of fucking movement, basically. And it is mind-blowing how much damage it has been doing. You know, renewable energy, bullshit. You must understand that humanity is always moving forward. We will work with what we have. In fact, WWWWWWH. Look at that. And maybe we don't have the have. Maybe we only have the wave. We will work with what we have. If we run out of H's, we will work with a different fucking letter. Alright? No matter what resources we have, if we run out of fucking resource, as long as it's not fucking water, which California is kind of like guilty of, isn't it? But we running out of water because we need to protect fish. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You're literally running out of the most important resource on purpose. So now you're running out of resource on purpose. Like, just like use resource the way it's supposed to be fucking used. And when you run out of something, then switch to another resource. Use the resource that is most convenient. And of course, let's not pollute the world with people like India does, with poor people. Jesus Christ. Let's not open a portal to poverty, where human beings just come out of the portal and just enjoy as well. Enjoy that population decline is happening to some extent. Enjoy that. Well, I still can. Population decline is absolutely essential. maybe global, like, we don't actually know where global warming comes from. It could just come from we made a bunch of human beings and they tend to be warm bodies. Like, we don't know. We say that it's CO2 because CO2 blocks the fucking atmosphere and then it compiles some kind of fucking heat. But that's science. And science can be disproven. So the next day someone can just be like, oh, actually, that's not how heat gets trapped in the earth. Not at all. That's not what would make Earth hotter, actually. As a flat earther, I feel like science can be disproven all the time. Every day can be disproven. And it's a much more elegant, change in the world than any of this can fucking do. And there's so much science. If you just lean towards specific science that you like, I mean, of course, you're gonna end up being a fucking nut job that cheats. It's a scientific cheat code, basically. Global warning. That's what it is. There's something that Trump had to fight tooth and nail to be able to defeat. It's called But I'm a Woman. The ultimate cheat code. If everything fails, they are in fact women. But you can identify as a man if you want. And anytime you can just identify as a man, please. You don't have to be a woman president, you know? How about being a man president? Transgender president. Try one of these. Maybe that's why Kamala has lost. Trump defeating two women at the same time. There couldn't never be a better man. So let me describe how difficult it is to defeat. But I'm a woman. Being a woman is the ultimate cheat code in life. Everyone knows that. You're born pretty. You're born attractive. Everyone wants to help you and give you things for free. Just maintain your prettiness. Make yourself popular. Grab a couple of talents. And secretly run pizza parties. But I'm a woman, I deserve to be president. Yes, the adventure of being a woman and getting free things even went up all the way to the presidency. It's like, I want to have one of these. If you thought Trump is abusing his powers as much as he can, you don't understand how women always abuse the powers that they get. If there's no consequence in rejecting men, it's gonna happen 100% of the time. No, it doesn't even matter. You can be like the best woman in the world, you will still reject men. By accident, because everyone else is doing it. Then you will start fights with the men. Then you will say white male privilege. Then you will insert the biggest fucking dick in your mouth just to prove a point. That you are in fact a woman and there's no consequence for bad bitch behavior. But, please, can we have abortion? Can we have abortion? There might be consequence. There might be consequence for bad bitch behavior. Please, I need abortion though. Please, I need to kill babies. I need right now. I'm a woman. Please give me ability to kill babies. Please. But what about women's rights? What about women's rights? What about women's rights to be a cat woman? I want to be a cat woman. What if you get fucked by a cat? You might still need abortion, though. You might still need abortion. I totally agree. At some point, women start asking for the most outrageous things to support their stupidity. Or bitchiness. Whatever you describe it as. No offense, we love Taylor. But she has to play some evil roles, just in case. You know, she has to grab the best one. Every time I have sex, I get raped. Is that over? Or do we get all the colors of the rainbow? I thought there were 7 fucking colors. What is going on here? Where's the cyan? Where's the cyanide? So these fuckers are not even... They don't even know what rainbow looks like. Are you kidding me? It is a religion, leftism, of like eat the rich, worship the poor, that sort of thing. But at some point, this religion becomes just so obnoxious of just you starting to invade countries with your religion. And women just sit there on their ass, waiting to be invaded all the way. From every hole, every crack must be invaded. That's what women do. That's what rotten bitches fucking do. They want to live like queens and choose who gets to enter and who gets to have fun, basically. Who gets the rewards. They get to choose. But have you forgotten that you have to be reasonable? Yes. Be reasonable, my friend. No matter how much you scream racism, you have to be reasonable that the person that you are defending did not just kill 3 people. 3 other people. So it's like, if you defend a killer, bad things gonna happen to you. I tell you that much. You should run already. You should deport yourself. Defending this sort of shit. This is the sort of stuff the ICE is trying to start destroying, basically. If you have ever supported killing of other human beings in this blatant capacity and defend yourself with racism shield, I'm sorry, bro. You're either going to jail, you're either going to be deported, you're either going to be fucking some sex slave in some pizza party soon, and it's going to be totally fucking illegal, or, good luck. All of the above. A little bit of, just diversity of poison you shall suffer from. To be reasonable is to give everyone a chance to speak, a chance to be heard, a chance to get a fucking 1,000 subscribers before they get their first haters, you know? You should wait. This is the biggest mistake they make. They might treat it as a cheat code. But if you truly want to win, you have to go against the big players. Most importantly, you can't go after the little guys. I went after. Alright? It's great. I went after. Until...
about any of this. And he's just going to keep doing all this, and he's going to keep getting away with this evil shit. Until in 20...
They all have fun until you have to calm it down a little bit. The most obvious cheat code is to be a bully, is to go after the weak people instead of the strong people. Is in fact to declare that white men are the scum of the earth. Not all white male are strong enough to sustain that sort of like brain damage, immediate brain damage of like, wow, the war has been declared against us already? Why? What did I do personally? That is unrestrained, unreasonable viciousness. The only thing lefties are starting to try and do is tribalize. Right? They try to tribalize. And, well, there's a very interesting consequence of doing this. I bring that up many, many times, but this is the hedgehog syndrome, basically. You need to dye your hair. You need to go gay to be able to dye your hair, basically, in order to kind of protect yourself. To join the tribe so you don't get attacked, basically. Of like, no, I'm part of this tribe, guys. You can't touch me. I'm a hedgehog now. Either a hedgehog or bust, my friends. If your hair is not blue, you will be attacked. If you wear Trump hat, you will not survive, my friends. No tolerance towards infiltration. None at all. They are very, very scared. Like, you know, people have declared war. Like, war is the greatest cheat code of all time, right? You know, people have declared war when they have to flash their colors to each other. They have to quickly identify each other, basically, based on race as well, based on gender. Like, isn't that the greatest sexism and racism of all time? They literally have to embody these things to declare war. They're the ones. It's the ultimate irony, the ultimate hypocrisy. Evil always does that. It's always hypocritical. They have to attack white males because they are the ones being racist in the end. Because that's how they identify themselves. There's too many white males in these rich neighborhoods, you know? It's very hard to identify the lefties if you just allow white males to infiltrate. Which is why Elon Musk is so smart. He knows he cannot infiltrate lefties, but he can infiltrate with technology, and he can infiltrate the right wing instead. Because now he's a white male. Alien to me, actually. All of these tactics being combined and used. Do we have more? When I say until is until I talk about any of these guys. Anyone. Especially the H3H3, because we always knew him as the Jew, the Jew of YouTube this whole time. That was his main identity. That was what he was proud of this whole time. I never thought of it that way, but I guess it is what it is, right? I should have immunity. I mean, he is a leftard, after all. And anyone who comes after a leftard, no matter what reason they have in their pockets, it will still be more reasonable. So iDubbbz is definitely has my support forever. Alright? He seems absolutely reasonable person. Absolutely. That's what you can suspect. Anyone who goes after leftards, they will be fine. They will do just fine. But H3, I don't know if he's gonna survive the next 2 years of apocalypse, you know? He will have to work very hard. He was promoted to be the YouTube's greatest failure, you know? Greatest success into a greatest failure. Like, I can't wait to see it unfold. And it has nothing to do with him being Jewish. He will have to fucking bark as loud and clear about it as much as he can. He will have to scream and repeat that shit over and over again. But I will never believe him. He's just trying to save his burning ass. So that was the until moment. I think we actually talked about everything. I don't have to make 1 hour video. I'll just watch a random video that I can click on or whatever.
Nowhere because there's no receipts. The way Elon Musk.
Yeah, there was leeching of the government. Like, the most common cheat code is to not work. Get money for activism, even. God only knows what kind of cheat codes really hiding in the deep states of, like, what they have compiled in there. They might not reveal all the cheat codes. We only see the dummies, basically, do their dummy things. Does that mean I am a right wing? I am a winner. That's what I am. Every time left is about to lose, I become a centrist a little bit over here. You know, the center moves towards the right, but I don't become right-winger by any means. I don't care that much. I have my own shit to do. The cheat code that I was talking about when I was discovering this stuff is appearing smart. Appearing smart is being used viciously by the left. Technically, both sides love science, but lefties gonna really like appearing smart. They are very social with each other. They have to appear smart, but in a very submissive way. And very considerate of, like, we need paper straws, guys. I need paper straw. They will use any authority they have and cover it with lies and deception. It's just like the study that's revealed that, oh, all these mental hospitals, they just lie. They make up your disease, your mental illness. They just make it up out of their ass. Because they have to hold you for some fucking reason, don't they? In high levels, doesn't work at all. Like Joe Biden does not look smart whatsoever, does not appear. What he appears for lefties is like easy target. We put him in and he's weak, and we will get more government funding, basically. We will torture this little innocent man for all his money and power. I'm talking about shit like this, and shit like this, that appeared smart, but when they start talking politics, when you dig deeper, things start to break down and like not feel so pleasant anymore. The lefties all of a sudden just crumble down, and they still attempt to like mitigate all this disease and try to coddle with each other, with these smart people, pretending that they actually have proven that just Trump is the dumbest person. Trump did all the wrong moves every single time, and they're wrong about everything, and they're deporting wrong people, they're doing a bad job, and all that shit, all that scary shit. Doesn't matter how smart you are, like, politics is so difficult. It has, like, its own matrix. There's a politic matrix. People who do politics can hardly be smart. It's a conflict of interest. The more you lean is the more politics you do. And the smart person has to stay in the center and consider things all the time. I can't do politics because I haven't fucking decided what to do. I will never decide on which side to actually support, because both sides are trash to me, you know? A person seeking balance, a smart person is always going to seek balance. So the moment someone is appearing smart and then start talking politics, they're always saying the dumbest shit imaginable. The moment you are in politics and want to solve a problem, that's like the smartest thing you can possibly do. Because you're not talking politics, you're talking problems and solutions. And in the end, there's like the woman privilege. Who would have thought, right? As long as women get enough free things with their hidden prostitution, great. They will stop complaining. They will not stop seeking relationships, seeking a way out when they start, you know, not looking so pretty and attractive and get freebies for themselves. Because only hard workers tend to get money. The world would be a better place if women fucking felt the gravity for once. But of course, they solidified into a political movement, and it has been strong for as long as it was, until it isn't. The reason why Adam Conover is stupid is not because he's leaning politically. That's just like exposure on stupidity. Is because he thinks he can fight back in the actor strike, and they think they won, basically. They pushed back. But like in every war tactic, you lost more than you gained. So these actors, they continue to lose. There's no way out of this. Entertainment is always under attack. What do you think is going to happen? In fact, I can threaten lethal, as they say in card games. You should tremble in fear when you scroll through my channel, and when drama gets more views than education. Tremble in fear, because this is not my identity. My identity is to teach people things, but people don't want to learn. But the moment people do want to learn is the moment people will kill entertainment, mindless entertainment, so much more, so much harder than ever before. Then appearing smart is gonna be good, by any means. But you won't save all those actors, Mr. Adam. You won't save them anymore. You won't be the cool guy. Loot and pillage is the way of the world. Looks like women have been sabotaging countries this whole time. That was their strategy, is to provoke attacks, and women would just promise of like, we will give you all the sex. All the sexualities we will give you. Whoever dares to defend themselves, whoever dares to criticize, attack relentlessly, pull out their Twitter history, like dig as deep as possible, search for all the dirt you can find. Just keep attacking, bro, relentlessly. Keep Jax filming, bro. Greatest tactician of all time, isn't it? His strategy is attack over and over and over and over again. Make a series out of just attacking. Oh, the haters are attacking Sniper Wolf? Oh, oops. I actually completely meant that to happen. Look at all these Sniper Wolf bots typing in comments. You know, look at all these NPCs. Wow, you're so much better. You're so much better than all of us, Jax Films. Your tactic is so beautiful, just like every fucking leftard ever. Just relentlessly attack. Oh no, you don't like migration? Let's put you to jail. You don't like Putin? Let's put you to jail. It's the same thing. The same exact thing. They will attack, don't you dare to talk back. They will attack so much more. They will win eventually. They will intimidate you with numbers. Whatever it takes. As long as it doesn't really look like an attack. The censorship, of course. Like, whoever is attacking, the government is gonna back. Most of the time. Government backs every single war that ever happens. I don't really get attacked, do I? Well, I got attacked by my classmates, technically. In the chat group. I had to take over. Of like, why are you guys planning something and your plans are fucking turdifying? And apparently I ruined it for them. Just made them feel bad. It's just the dumbest thing every single time from my perspective of life. Like, oh, I made someone feel bad. What is that? What is this ultimate cheat code behind the attack front lines? Attack, but when I retaliate, oh, it's over, guys. He's too strong. You know, fill all the empty space with attacks. Run as fast as you can the moment they retaliate. Now, you don't understand that this doesn't feel to happen like in reality. Alright? But you can come up with like a Karen example of like if you talk back to Karen, they're just gonna like roll over and pretend that you pushed them or something. The moment someone retaliates, you have to act a victim, right? You're running away of like, oh my god, how dare you? What's that? How dare you is a meme? You come to us young people to torture us for political gains.
People for hope. You.
Speaks volumes, to be honest. They even attack young people to join their bullshit politics. It is dangerous, because if you don't get enough support, you don't have witnesses, and you're just like making more noise than the enemy. Because people are too scared to attempt to support you, basically. There's a lot of hard work to be done if we want to reverse the damages. But that's just how life works. Life works in extremes. And life damages itself and it looks like hell and apocalypse and all the bad shit you can imagine. We just have to be hopeful, and, you know, the right wing is so hopeful that they become religious. But we just have to be hopeful that there's gonna be better times to come. For me, it's a minor inconvenience. For left wing, it's a drop into a lava pool and learning how to swim for the first time. Yeah, that's what my classmates did. It's an unforgettable moment. They just ran. They ran real fast. They stopped attacking. It wasn't anything political. It's just how NPCs behave. If they're lefties, they're much worse NPCs because they want to cheat the system. It's a learned behavior, and now that they're in the apocalypse, they get exposed. I have to put them in the enemies list and not forgive them until they repay 100% of the damages. Plus interest. I'm waiting, guys. Where's my apologies at, you know? The interest is growing. You should apologize. And we'll all be friends again. Let me put another manipulation. Anyone who doesn't have money is garbage. Alright. And you would say, but like, is that leftism? Are you sure? Like, they like poor people. Well, I had my friends. They look like lefties too. And they got infected by Incel tornado. The idea that being an incel is somehow bad. So, the reality is you get sucked in by the college, basically. It's not even not having money, it's literally the incel tornado. Like, we have to attack incels too, guys. And it's the last mistake they can possibly make. You know, bully the weakest people. Bully people that women have rejected this whole time, and we don't get to actually build esteem and participate in society and see the world for what it truly is. I don't get to see none of that shit. I don't get to experience none of that shit. And still, I am the problem. Because the attack cannot stop. We can't stop. If we attacked once, we have to continue attacking. You are the problem. You should be ashamed. It's like, what kind of fucking thing I can do? What kind of backflip can I do all by myself? By myself, I cannot carry 2 giant rocks. I can carry maybe 1. And that is still not proof of anything. Somehow this word can actually discredit the entirety of this video. You know, you can just like, you know? Oh, that's the ending? Yeah, the ending of you attacking lonely people. We know it's left-wing doing it, because it's literally the worst thing H3 did, is attack a man who is crying for something. Who's actually acknowledging, like, the worst consequence of all of this. Because when cheaters are cheating, they're cheating someone in particular. They're robbing someone in particular who will have to take revenge. Who will be a dominant force to, you know, teach these motherfuckers a lesson. Which you hopefully have learned. And we can now end this video. The motherfuckers, they're running away. Alright, they're definitely not going to watch this video. And they're even going to try and attack anyone who attempts to even watch this. You know, they will smear my videos with shit as quickly as possible to try and make it look bad. You know, I built a new house, but some fucking homeless turd is putting shit all over my house, and it's like, oh, you don't have a nice looking house, actually. No, I have been attacked. That's the whole point. The tactics are insane when you put them all together. When you understand that they have been doing this relentlessly. And they have been wasting their time, because that's not what a human being's supposed to be doing. While we have been creating more incels, we also have been creating more criminals and unsafe spaces. All of this we'll have to slowly take back. All the damage has been done. We have to slowly restore. I can try doing that personally, make YouTube great again, because I can confront these fuckers who are left-wing, but they lost. And it's about time to get confronted to see if they have any tactics left to defend their ideologies anymore.
For hope. How dare you?
Pride Month, and they started celebrating early in West Hollywood. Not sure that's suitable for young kids in the audience there, but
The little black square, a little red square on their LinkedIn profile, so maybe we are past the worst, dare I say.
I think the corporates are them because that's the GOP of losers, and those days are over. Coach, I guess this goes to the point of why they
Yeah, that was kind of a dumb moment.
feel like
to
the
be
media
honest.
deserves to be treated with this.
And that just further
Yeah, the weak people, the cheaters, they expose themselves by attacking others. I'm technically weak on YouTube in terms of ratios, so I'm allowed to attack. I have to establish myself as something.
delegitimizes the mainstream media unless they
Protest against, I think, some Christians who were gathering, and we see it right here in Australia when we have the Let Women
That was boring. I would rather fucking try Deadmau5 now. Deadmau5 know better. Wow, YouTube cracker? I told you it knows better.
Rooted, alphabet soup and they troops in the suit